Reason number 10, stay ahead of your competitors. Your competitors are talking. Are you? A podcast keeps you on the cutting edge, positioning your brand as a forward thinking industry leader. If you're not leading the conversation, someone else will. So now that you've kind of got a high level overview of each, let's get more into each one. Talk about who should be hosting, who you should be targeting from a guest and an audience perspective, how to reach that listener, and then the ideal length of the actual podcast. Thought leadership. Well, obviously, I think that thought leadership should come from industry leaders, executives, or people who have really deep knowledge of a topic and are confident on camera. In this type of podcast, you don't necessarily need guests. It could be a conversation between co-hosts. However, if you do have guests on, think about other leaders in the industry analysts, or innovators who might elevate your audience base. Who is listening to this type of show? I think in this case, industry peers, professionals, and decision makers who value this type of insight will be your ideal audience. The best way to reach this audience is promoting through LinkedIn. A lot of those individuals who you're looking to communicate with are present on LinkedIn. You can also use that information and cross-promote via a newsletter. This show should be between 30 and 45 minutes, no longer than that. I think in this type of format, if you go too far beyond 45 minutes, you're going to start losing your audience. You're going to start using too much jargon. You're going to get too much into the weeds. Reason number 2, engaging with the target audience. This should likely be hosted by a team member or brand ambassador who has a very conversational, easy, approachable tone. You want to have customers, super fans, and community members who have great stories who can endorse your brand to be on the show. However, be careful with who you have as an influencer. Influencers could potentially ruin some of the brand trust you're trying to build by having a podcast. Your listeners are ideally your existing and potential customers who want to connect further with the brand on a more personal level. You can use this content to repurpose it on social media, community groups, or direct outreach campaigns. Having an influencer allows you to partner with that influencer or brand to drive further audience engagement.